Presented to the National Assembly for the first time in 2008, the Petroleum Industry Bill is on the floor of the Green Chamber, this time for consideration. The chairman of the Ad Hoc Committee on PIB, Mr. Mohamed Mungano, makes an amendment to the clause for host communities. The rest of the consideration process is straightforward and the bill is passed.
Thank you.
Speaker of the House of Representatives applauds the passage of the PIB, assuring that similar attention would be given to the Electoral Amendment Bill.
In the next couple of weeks, we're going on our summer vacation. Even with this pace of landmark legislation, we're going out on a high.
In the Senate, the report on the bill is also under consideration after it was presented by the Joint Committee on Petroleum Downstream, Petroleum Upstream and Gas.
Let's be fair now.
The report recommends amendments to a total of 752 provisions, out of which about 56 are substantial amendments. It also recommends the unbundling of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation from being a regulatory body to a limited liability company in which members of the public can hold shares, funding mechanism of 30% of NNPC Limited's profits to fund exploration of frontier basins across the country, and 5% of the actual annual operating expenditure of the preceding financial year in the upstream petroleum operations affecting the host communities for funding of the Host Communities Trust Fund.
Mr. President.
But the Deputy Senate President, Senator Ove Omoagege, has some reservations.
Mr. President, we don't want this money invested in midstream gas infrastructure. This is a penalty. There's a reason these companies are being penalized. This gas flaring is making people sick. It is damaging the environment. The remediation we seek is not construction of pipelines. It's not construction of gas infrastructure. We want that money to be used to ameliorate the condition.
Then the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Chief Timipre Silva, and the Group Managing Director of the NNPC, Mr. Mele Kyari, are invited for a closed-door meeting. Moments later, the consideration of the bill resumes, with the President of the Senate putting each clause of the bill to vote.
So those in favor that clauses 1, 2, 3, and 4 stand part of this bill, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it.
But a lawmaker from the Niger Delta region raises concern over a clause.
We are talking about 5%. The 5% is not too much.
The matter is put to vote.
Those in favor of the amendment being sought by the DSP, say aye. Those against, say nay. The nays have it.
And the outcome is still not favorable for the lawmakers from the Niger Delta region, and a call is made to divide the Senate.
Mr. President, I am calling that let the procedure for a division be taken and let's have a division.
The matter is eventually resolved and the PIB is passed with the provision of 3% for host communities.
Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk of the Senate.
While the passage of the PIB is considered a major breakthrough by the 9th Assembly, Nigerians await what percentage would be eventually transmitted to the President as provision for host communities. 3% as passed by the Senate or 5% as passed by the House of Representatives. Emperor Simon, Channels Television News.